door users, door fixers. Welcome to my linen closet. I'm going to go in here and get a towel. Whoa, did you hear that? Something loose in this door. It's got a wiggle in it. Seems like it's coming from down below. Well, the first rule of any door fix is to check all the screws and make sure they're tight. We know the problem's not in the knob set here, the handle set. It's in really good shape, tight, but the wiggles seem to be coming from the bottom hinge. So we're going to take a look and see if there are any loose screws on the bottom hinge. But before we do that, let's shed a little light on the subject and see what these screws are like. Now the screws here on the door side, they don't show any cracking around their heads. The paint is continuous, so we got to believe that these guys are as tight as they ever were. But over here on the jamb side, you see a little dark circle around every screw head, and that indicates that maybe those puppies are loose and they need some tightening. So we got to get us a screwdriver and tighten them up. Fortunately, here in this linen closet, we've got a screwdriver right here in this old jewelry box. An old 5-in-1. We take a look down at these hinges again and see that they are Phillips head screws. Well, we need a Phillips, but this here on the end of our screwdriver is not a Phillips. It's a pretty good sized slot. So let's see if the Phillips is on the other end. Nope. That's got the little slot. So we turn around again and check to see what's on the end here. This is a small Phillips. Let's see if we finally get lucky. Aha! At last. A standard number 2 Phillips screwdriver. Just what we need to tighten the screws on our bottom hinge. So we get down on our knees and we tighten these screws. Top one. Up, just a bit of a turn there, tightened it up. Middle one, a little more of a turn, but it's pretty tight already. And the bottom one, just about a 1/16 of a turn there. Those are good and tight. I wonder if that was enough to be our problem. Let's check it out. Let's see if that door is still wiggling. Well, I'll be damned. Whoops, darned. It still is. So let's take a closer look at this hinge and see what's wiggling. You see that? Now we take an even closer look at this hinge and we see that the cylinders on the butt end here are misaligned. Top one's over to the left, the next one's over to the right, and so on, indicating that perhaps this pin is too small for the hinge. But I'm not going to go around stealing pins from the other hinges in this house. I got to find some other method of fixing this problem. I got an idea. I'm wondering if a little bit of standard plastic tape around that hinge pin will solve the problem. Now, I've never done anything like this before. It could be a little goopy, but let's see if it works. We don't have to wrap it all the way down the shaft, just maybe on the top part to get the wiggle out. Give it a try, shall we? Oh, before I get too excited about this, I'd better get some tools to pull that pin. Standard equipment for pulling a hinge pin: a hammer and a pair of diagonal cutters. And here we are. You may not have seen this done before, so here's how you get a hinge pin up with a pair of dikes. Grab the head with the cup underneath and knock on the diagonal cutters with your hammer. Voila! Now we take this bit of plastic tape and we wrap it around the hinge, right up under the head. Maybe just a couple of turns, get rid of the excess. Let's see if this little baby is gonna do the trick. Alrighty. Stick the pin in there like that. Open the door a little and jiggle it so the hinge falls down.
That's pinned, dummy.
And push it the rest of the way. Turn the cup of the diagonal cutters upside down. put that puppy in there, and now let's see what happens. Aha! It's still a bit of a wiggle. We need some more tape. Let's pop the pin back out. We'll add another layer of tape right around the top. Now let's see if that does the trick. Woohoo! Hey, there it is. Get that thing cinched down. Aha, it doesn't want to go down now. And now let's see what we have wrought. Aha! Those hinges might be bending a tweak, but they sure as heck aren't rattling. A little bit of plastic tape did the trick. So we've learned another lesson in door fixing. Try one thing, then try another. Keep on going until you got the problem solved. We got lucky this time and got it on the second try. Now if you want to access all of my door fixing tricks, then take yourself to my website, www.doortricks.com. Meanwhile, I hope all doors open easily before you and close tight behind you.